Alex, Coach Gilcrease here. First off, just want to thank you for coming out to camp. Had a good time working with you. Hope you had a good rest of the summer. This is going to be your video analysis. So the first thing I like to look at is I want to make sure we've got a good base and a good foundation set up here. Okay, good athletic stance, good bend in our knees. We're squared up to the plate. Okay, our hands are in a good position. Everything looks good here. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to get into our load. Okay, and I just kind of want to talk about the proper way to load before we see how you do it. Okay. So the first thing, most important thing, is throughout the entirety of the swing, okay, we want to make sure our head stays in the same position. Okay, we don't want our head moving back and forward because that makes the ball move up and down. Okay. Next thing is when we take this stride here with that front foot, all we're going to do is pick it up and put it down. Okay. We don't want any of our weight to transfer forward. That's going to cause us to hit off of our front leg. What we want to do is transfer all of our weight back. That's the whole reason we're loading in the first place, is to transfer our weight to our back leg. That way we can attack the ball. Next thing is I want to see our hands move back. Okay, there's got to be some kind of rhythm to your swing. Therefore, you watch big league guys, there's a rhythm to their swing. That's why they're so good. Okay, so if we can develop a rhythm into our swing early, it takes the process of step by step out of it. Okay, everything's got to move in the same order. That way we can get to that spot we want to be in. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line right here, making sure our head stays still. And then I'm just going to play your load. Okay, I'm going to get it to when your foot touches the ground, and we're going to see where you're at. Okay. So our foot's on the ground. What I notice here in this position is all of our weight's already going forward. Okay, so the whole purpose of our load is to make sure our weight's going backwards, and what happened here is we have the opposite of what we want. Okay, so if I was to turn you around and make you a left-hander right here, this would be the position we wanted. Okay, with this would be your back leg and this would be your front leg. So what we want is the back leg to have the bend in it like the front leg does right here. That means all my weight's on my back side. Okay, another thing here is I noticed the first thing that happened when we loaded is our hands went down. Okay, so now once we get to the next part of our swing, when we go to make contact, the path that we take to the ball is going to be up towards the ball. Okay, we always want to keep our hands above the ball. That way we can attack down and through the ball. Okay, so let's get to where you attack the ball at. Okay, I'm going to say it's somewhere around in here. And what I want you to notice here is the path you take to the ball. Okay, we always want to keep the barrel above the ball. We never want it to dip down below it. And what I think you're going to see here is that barrel is going to dip down below the ball and going to cause you to elevate the ball. So let's go ahead and play it forward. Okay, so you notice there with one click, what's happened here? Look at how my shoulders are angled. That front shoulder is pointing up. That means my back shoulder went down. That means my barrel's going to drop. There goes my barrel up under and at contact here. Okay. Notice where we are at contact. We're leaning back this way, okay? And we've popped the ball straight up because of our swing went down and up. Okay, we want to attack the ball down and through it, not up and to it, okay? Now, right here we did a good job of hitting off of a stiff front side, okay? We need to do a better job here with our hands, making sure that right palm's pointing up and that left palm's pointing down. That means our bat will be flat through the zone. And what we got here on the backside is we halfway fire our backside. And what I mean by that is, look at our back foot. Okay, we didn't rotate all the way up on it, which means we didn't get everything out of that swing we could. Also, this L that we formed on our backside would be more defined. Okay, that knee would be going down a little further, and it would make us hit for more power. Okay, so we want to make sure we're doing a good job with that, staying in our back leg. Okay, next thing I want to get into is I want to see how you push through the zone. Okay, we always preach short to it, long through it. So what we did here with this swing is we were long to the ball, which caused us to be late and kind of handcuff ourselves, getting jammed in like that. Okay. You can still correct it as long as you stay on the ball. So I want you to push through that ball that way, keep our hands, and just keep going. Okay? So you got good extension there and a good follow through. 2 hands on the bat for me. Okay, so really what I want you to work on is I want to make sure we have a better load. And by that I mean just making sure our weight's staying on our back leg and then making sure our hands stay up. Don't let them dip down. It's going to cause you some trouble down the road, okay? Alex, it's Coach Gilchrist again. Thanks a lot for coming out to camp. I had a good time. I look forward to seeing you again.